Hello, Dr. Joe here. Now, some people find it difficult to get their vitamin D levels up to clinically optimal levels. I was one of those people, despite taking my vitamin D supplements every day until now. I found a winning formula, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in this very video. Let's do it.
Okay, so a quick backstory to what I'm about to share with you. And it's all about how I found it really difficult to optimize my vitamin D levels despite taking the supplements. So this was my vitamin D result in September 22. Okay, as you can see here, September 2022. My result then was 50 nanomoles per liter. Okay, 50 nanomoles per liter. 50 nanomoles per liter is the lower limit of normal. Okay, so I wanted to really push it up, raise my levels to around about 80 nanomoles per liter. That's where I wanted to be. So I was taking 4,000 international units of vitamin D every day. Let's see what happened a year later. So this is September 23. My level came back as 52 nanomoles per liter. Okay, so all I succeeded in doing is push it up from 50 to 52, whereas my target was actually 80 nanomoles per liter. So a big failure on my part. I only managed to move it by just 2 units. So let's fast forward to a more recent time. This is July 2025. And voila, what's my result? This is my vitamin D levels now. My current one is 116 nanomoles per liter. Okay, 116 nanomoles per liter. So I exceeded the target that I had in mind. So how did I manage to move myself, my vitamin D levels from this pathetic 52 nanomoles per liter to 116 nanomoles per liter? This is the strategy that I'm about to share with you. Let's see what I did.
So here are the 3 things that I did to really get my vitamin D blood levels to where I want them to be. So the first thing I did was I stopped taking my vitamin D supplements on a daily basis. Now you're thinking, he's crazy. He wants to get his blood levels up. Why would he stop taking his vitamin D supplements daily? Well, one definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. So I needed to do something different because my previous approach wasn't working. So what did I do differently? Well, here is what I did. Well, like I said, I stopped taking it daily, but I then switched over to taking it weekly. Okay, weekly. So a weekly dose was what I started taking. Now, I take 32,000 international units weekly, usually on a Sunday, okay? 32,000 international units. So if you're going to use this technique, you need to choose a day of the week that is convenient for you, and you have to be consistent. So, the brand of vitamin D that I use, here it is. It comes as 4,000 international units per tablet. So all I need to do is take 8 tablets, and that equates to 32,000 international units. Okay, so I take 8 tablets of these vitamin D supplements every Sunday. Okay, and the whole idea behind that is to concentrate the dose into just one session, and it's beautiful. Now, you have to be consistent doing it. You don't want to do this with other supplements, by the way. The reason you can do this with vitamin D is because in deficiency states, we tend to give 50,000 international units weekly for 6 to 8 weeks before stepping down the dose. So it is safe for you to take your weekly dose of vitamin D, in one session. So that's what I do. Okay, 32,000 international units. Don't do it with other supplements, but you can do it safely with vitamin D. So that was step 1. Okay, taking it weekly. let's move on to step 2. What did I do in step 2? Well, in step 2, what I did was to optimize the absorption of the vitamin D, because it is pointless you're taking the weekly dose and you don't really optimize the absorption. So you want this session to really pay back, okay, pay you off big time. So vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin. That means fat will help with the absorption. So what I do is I use nuts, okay? You want to optimize the absorption, and I use nuts. So what I have here is a bowl of nuts. These are mixed nuts. In here, I've got peanuts, I've got cashew nuts, I've got walnuts. So I will use 3 handfuls like this of these mixed nuts. I will consume that, okay, 3 handfuls, before I take my weekly dose of the 32,000 international units. Okay, so that's what I do. The idea is to optimize the absorption process, because vitamin D needs fat for absorption. Now, if I don't consume the nuts, what I do then is use avocado, okay? And I don't just use any teeny weeny avocado. I use a large avocado like this one here. I will consume that before I take the weekly dose of the vitamin D. All right? It's worked. You can see it from the evidence in the results. So that's step 2. Now let's move on to step 3. What did I do in step 3? I work Monday to Fridays, but I am home on weekends. And I want to really cash in on my weekend being at home. So what I do, I want to get a lot of vitamin D. What I do on Saturdays and Sundays, okay, is to walk 1 hour in the sun. Okay, this summertime, the sun is available. So why not take advantage of it? That's what I do. So I will walk 1 hour in the sun on Saturdays and Sundays because I'm home. Now, when I do that, I wear minimal clothing. I wear shorts and a sleeveless top. That means my face, my neck, my arms, my legs, they are exposed to the rays of the sun. I want to catch the vitamin D. Okay? So, that's the third thing that I did. It's worked for me. You can see it from the results. I struggled in the previous years to really raise my vitamin D levels, and I just could not get it up. But now that I changed tactics, I do, I'm getting the results now. Now, during the week, by the way, because during my lunch break, once I've completed, having my lunch, I'll walk about 10 minutes in the sun, okay, if it's not raining. I do that too. So, yeah, those are the 3 things that I did. A weekly dose, optimizing the absorption, and also walking in the sun. So, that is my winning formula. If you are one of those people who really struggles to optimize your vitamin D levels, I will encourage you to copy this very formula. You don't have to, you can do it your own way, but this is what I found to be effective. In fact, it's so good that I'm going to ease off a little bit now, because 116 nanomoles per liter is about the highest point that I really want to get to. So I'm going to ease off a little bit now. I'm going to be taking my 32,000 international units every 2 weeks, okay, every fortnight. That's what I'm going to be doing. I just ease off a little bit. So hopefully you got some value from this very video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, please like the video, and also please share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues. Questions, comments down below. That's it for this video. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.